There are places on Earth that challenge everything we think we know. Places where science has answers, but not enough answers. Places where ancient legends refuse to disappear, even after centuries of research. Imagine finding two lakes, only a few kilometers apart, fed by the same mountains. One is filled with crystal clear fresh water and worshipped by thousands every year. The other is salty, lifeless, and feared by generations of locals. Now imagine climbing to more than 16,000 feet above sea level, only to discover hundreds of human skeletons frozen beneath the surface of a lonely Himalayan lake. And finally, picture an entire town slowly disappearing beneath rivers of sand, where magnificent temples vanish, reappear, and vanish again. Coincidence? Nature? Or are these places hiding secrets we've yet to understand? Today we're exploring three of India's most fascinating mysteries. Some have scientific explanations, others remain fiercely debated, but every one of them has a story that blurs the line between history, mythology, and reality. Our journey begins near one of the world's most sacred mountains. Towering over the Tibetan plateau, Mount Kailash has inspired pilgrims, monks, explorers, and storytellers for thousands of years. Unlike Mount Everest, which has been climbed countless times, Mount Kailash remains untouched, not because climbing it is officially impossible, but because of its immense religious significance and the extreme conditions surrounding it. Near this sacred mountain lie two lakes that couldn't be more different. The first is Lake Manasarovar, one of the holiest lakes in Asia. Pilgrims believe its waters symbolize purity, wisdom, and spiritual rebirth. Every year people travel across some of the harshest terrain on Earth, simply to complete a pilgrimage around the lake. Just a short distance away lies another body of water, Rakshas Tal. At first glance it looks beautiful. Snow-covered peaks reflect on its surface, and the landscape appears almost untouched by time. But beneath that beauty lies one of the region's strangest mysteries. Unlike Manasarovar, the water here is salty and undrinkable. Vegetation is scarce. Wildlife is limited. The atmosphere feels noticeably different, something many travelers have described long before modern tourism existed. The obvious question is, why? If these lakes are so close together, how can they behave so differently? Geologists believe the answer may lie in the way water flows through each lake. Different drainage systems, mineral deposits, and evaporation rates have likely changed their chemistry over thousands of years. It's a logical explanation. But logic isn't the only story people tell here. According to ancient Hindu tradition, Rakshas Tal is connected to Ravana, the legendary king of Lanka. Determined to gain the blessings of Lord Shiva, Ravana is said to have performed intense penance near this very lake. Some legends claim he offered parts of himself as the ultimate act of devotion, until Shiva finally granted him extraordinary powers. Over generations, those stories transformed the lake into something more than just a geographical landmark. It became a symbol, a place where immense devotion and immense darkness seem to exist side by side. Even today, many pilgrims who visit nearby Manasarovar choose not to enter the waters of Rakshas Tal. Whether that decision comes from faith, tradition, or simple respect, the mystery surrounding the lake continues to grow with every passing generation. Perhaps the most fascinating part isn't deciding which explanation is correct. Perhaps it's realizing that both science and mythology are trying to answer the same question from completely different directions. One studies rocks, minerals, and water chemistry. The other studies memory, belief, and stories carried across centuries. And somewhere between those two worlds, the mystery still survives. Our next destination is even harder to explain. Hidden high in the Himalayas is a frozen lake that reveals hundreds of human skeletons whenever the snow melts. Who were these people? How did they die? And why did they all end up in one of the most isolated places on Earth? The answers are far stranger than you might expect. Some mysteries are eventually solved, others remain hidden, waiting for the next generation to uncover the truth. The places we explored today remind us that the world is still full of unanswered questions, forgotten histories, and stories that refuse to fade away. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, make sure to subscribe to S Codex and turn on notifications, because every week we uncover the mysteries, dark histories, lost civilizations, and unbelievable true stories that most people have never heard of. Until our next investigation, stay curious, stay skeptical, and remember, the greatest mysteries aren't always the ones hidden in the dark. Sometimes they're the ones hiding in plain sight.